Flash and the Soldier the Game Spitter. Meet me what I tell you in the last video. I told you one of the reasons why Ross ain't gonna give you back your publishing, your master, your rights to your music, and give you checks from your albums. Meek, you gotta understand the income that your albums bring and your songs bring. That's millions of dollars. It take care of a lot of his expenses that he don't feel like dipping in his real stash to take care of that. I told you per album that you drop, Ross probably make about 10 million, 8 million, at least 7 million. Cause it's artists that say they bring that, or the labels, that's what the labels making off them, that ain't even on your level. So I know you bringing in about 7 to 10 to 12, 14 million per album, at least 8. And they take care of their income right there. They take care of his Wingstop employees. They take care of child support payments. That's why he was even happy with the new child support payments, because that still fit in the budget of what your album bring. The income that your album bring, all that still fit in that budget. Because all the profits that come from your album and your streams and your songs, whatever he get paid for that's under that contract, it pay for his Wingstop employee payroll, his Checkers employee payroll, and that's probably over 1,000 employees just with them two restaurants right there together. And they making about 20 to about 30,000 a year, 22, 25,000. Spread that out over 1,000 employees. Then with the new laws, all of them gotta have good sturdy health insurance and all that there, with the benefits and all that there, 401k and whatever else he add to the new package deal he got with the health plans, because the law's changing. Yeah, so your album bringing in 8 million, 10 million, they cover all that there. He don't got to dip in his stash. And the rest of the profits and money that your album bring in, Meek, it keep Ross off stage. So he don't got to go on tours like that. He can do it when he want to do it. Even though he got, restaurants and wine and all that there. And that's another thing that the profits from your album take care of. His wine fees. Yeah, the fees that the wine warehouses and the ABC store warehouses charge them in the stores and the grocery stores and all that there. Nah, he got to come out of his pocket a little bit on that, because that's, with the employees at the restaurants and all that there, and healthcare and other little bills, child support. It really pretty much, if you don't drop nothing but an album a year or album every 2 years, and you drop a couple of hot songs throughout the year. So yeah, even the songs might bring in a couple of M's or high in the 6 figures, close to 7 figures. You see what I'm saying? So he good. You drop 2 or 3 of them. See, Ross knew it from the get-go. He watched Birdman. He watched Master P. Not just on the entrepreneurship, on the contracts too. How he stayed on top over the artists and stuff like that. He watched that and just put his own little sauce on it and finagled it, or probably played it the same way, and got the game from Birdman somewhere, because he looked up to Birdman. He went against Birdman, but he still looked up to him. So he probably got a lot of game from Birdman while he was around him. Birdman probably even told him when they was tight, yeah, put all your bread into Meek Mill. Invest it all into Meek Mill. Meek Mill gonna be the one that keep your feet kicked up. You see what I'm saying? So Rick Ross knew that Meek Mill was gonna be the one that outshine him. Meek Mill is the one who really want to be a rapper, who really take this rap thing serious, that really, freestyle his way up, battle rap, whatever. However he could get his way into the door. Meek Mill is the one who came up in a hip-hop city, battle rapping and, freestyling and always rapping. Ross ain't really had rap dreams. But rapping, he ain't never really just pictured himself doing that, but Meek Mill did, and he seen that. He knew that, yeah, Meek Mill gonna be the one that really stand the game, keep dropping songs. He gonna keep himself hot. He gonna keep himself around hot artists, the newest superstars. Ross always knew he didn't want to do that, or he knew he was gonna want to quit before Meek Mill did, and that's why he could have been gave him so in his contract. Like even when Meek Mill said, ask them how much money had they invested into me versus how much money they made off of me. See, once Meek Mill got to that certain level, he don't even run and ask them for advance, or so they ain't really keeping him in the hole like that. It's just a contract, and he really can't even sue. The only thing he really can do is say, look how they doing me, yeah, watch out for this. But it's kind of embarrassing. He really been wanting to say this, but it was so embarrassing for him to come out and go against Ross or whoever he talking about. But everybody knows Ross, or at least that's what they assume it is. You see what I'm saying? So it took him a long time to face that and tell people that, because it really kind of embarrassing, because people look at Meek Mill like he's supposed to be smart. You know what I'm saying? Like he wouldn't make that decision. But at the time when he signed that contract, he went to Meek Mill that everybody see today. He didn't think it'll go like how it went right now, like how he blew up, how everything is right now. He didn't really think it was going to be like that. See what I'm saying? So he got around some real smart guys, some real billionaires, multi-millionaires, dudes playing with 500, 600, 700 M's, 300 M's. White people playing with that same type of money. black friends, CEOs, all different type of billionaires and millionaires in different lanes. So now he don't need Ross. This is why he can say, he can make a statement. See, Meek Mill is still smart, even though he signed a bad contract, but the reason why he's still real smart, because he don't really need to keep rapping. The rap just keep everything juiced up so he can sell everything. The extra money that he make when he's trying to sell this or trying to do that, it just make it, help it sell faster and quicker. So yeah, that's what the rap do. And the rap do is still nice to pick up, you know, 500,000 in the weekend, 300,000 in the weekend, doing a couple shows, doing a couple of features. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, and he love rapping. But he looking at now, since he rocking with Jay, but Jay can't get him out this situation. Because Ross, you know, he a boss, and the contract is what the contract is. He can sue, but you'll lose. So, you know, you might win something, but you ain't gonna win what you really want, and that's the publishing, that's the master. You might get some money off the, you know what I'm saying, from the label and all that there. Judge might grant you some money and all that there, but you won't get what you really came for. Because you really take what he really got over your head than the money. Because you already rich as a fool. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, you got to find that one thing that's going to transition you to that next level. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's restaurants like him, or it's liquor, or it's your own clothing line. Like, because, yeah, the only way you'll really see a big bag through rapping with them contracts that you sign is doing shows. You got to act like the new artist. Doing shows, doing features, doing pop-ups, doing drops, streams, YouTube views, and stuff like that. Social media, Facebook, Instagram. That's it. So you got to make all the money that you missing. You picking up an extra 15 million, 20 million, 13 million, 8 million, 7 million per year, 5 million per year doing the songs and the streams and all that there. But you could have picked up an extra 20 million, extra 10, extra 8, 15 M's from, you know, the money that Ross keeping back from you, allegedly. So that's the type of conversation you need to be having with these billionaires and Rock Nation and all these people like that. Because they seem like you can't fit in no movie. But you did do a movie, but I don't know why you ain't still go that route. Like, you need something that can make up for that rap money. If you're going to start rapping, but you know you still owe Ross a couple albums, 2 or 3 albums. Nobody say 2 or 3 more years. So they'll try to say it like that, like they still want to rap. Nah, it's because you still owe albums. And that's how it's going to stretch out, like 2 or 3 years. So you might owe 5 albums, 4 albums. And you can't just push out anything. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna force you to keep yourself hot around Lil Durk, Lil Baby, whoever else, you know, you feel like rocking with. You see what I'm saying? I'm surprised you ain't made a new Meek Mill. Like, why you don't got a new Meek Mill under you? I don't understand. Like, where's your, like, if you Cameron, where's your Jim Jones? If you're Jay-Z, where's your Kanye West? Like, come on, man. If you Birdman, where's your Lil Wayne? What's next? You got other artists that's bosses that you made bosses. You know what I'm saying? They're doing their thing, but they're not big on the charts. Where's your CMG artists? Where's your 4PF artists? Your Paper Route? A lot of these artists that made charts. You see what I'm saying? So without the head CEO on the song, Pooh Shiesty selling more records than everybody besides a few artists. Without Gucci Mane all over the album. Where's your artist like that? You're too smart for this. So that means you might not have an ear for music, or people just don't want to sign, or you signing messed up deals. Like you giving the kibbles and bits. You see what I'm saying? So it gotta be one of them problems. And you don't want to do the movies like that, or you ain't take the time to do it. You see what I'm saying? So what we doing? Okay, stocks one thing, but that's not nothing you can just cash all the way out in. Real estate one thing, but real estate ain't your lane. You gotta find something. Yeah, you make money off real estate, but you ain't no Grant. You ain't buying 200-300 doors and just flipping and making. That ain't your lane. That ain't what you came up off of and studied your whole career. You can make little profits and little flips and stuff like that, but on a big scale like that, it could be done, but it's gonna take a lot. You really gonna have to quit rapping, or just really take some time out to focus on that. Nah, what else? Like, you gotta be clothing line, the club. Like what it is, like that's what you gotta figure out. If you making 20 million, 30 million, 40 million off rap per year, you gotta make up for that. But it won't take long. You're around the right power, you're around the right people, so whatever they want you to do, whatever you gotta do to get in that door, you're already in the door to get both of your feet, and they shut the door and give you a key. yeah, whatever they ask you to do, you got to do it. So yeah, you can get in there. You might have a soccer team coming. You might have a basketball team. You might have a football, hockey, golf, whatever, NASCAR car coming. Your own NASCAR car, something different, going a different lane. You see what I'm saying? They might let you, I don't know, man, they might let you, you might get a wrestler and put him in WWE. You might get a contract with that and build off that. So you never know, man. There's a lot of different lanes, a lot of different doors, you know, that can turn you to like 200, 300, 400, 500 M's to get you in that lane. I'm telling you, one thing about all the big elites, they don't mind rappers and athletes and people like that getting 50 M's, 60 M's. They really want you to stay under 100 M's. Once you get 100 M's, somebody in the elite really rock with you. Until you break that 100 M mark, then yeah, they don't care about the 50 M's, 75 M's, 80 M's, because they know taxes always gonna eat something up. You're gonna spend a lot of money, so you always, and they're gonna block certain doors, so you don't get in there. So once they want you to come over that hump, they'll open up certain doors. Then you'll see he got this team, he got this stock, he got this. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta play their little game if they want you even in the game, and if they want you even to last in the game. But they could throw up a little roadblock anytime in your process. You could say something, if they go left, you could be all the way up here, you could say something, and you'll see it starting to go. Or you could do something, and you'll see it starting to go. You know how America is. So it is what it is, Meek. Guess you gotta ride it out. If you owe 4 albums, 3 albums, you gotta ride it out. You can sue, but it might not go too good. You might get a bag, you might not. You might have to pay his lawyer fees. You see what I'm saying? You can expose and all that stuff. You just gotta find a different route, different lane. It is what it is. You're already an A-list artist, so it's a good thing that you're getting big bags for shows, big bags for features. So that's a blessing. And you found other ways, so you good, but you know you missing a lot of bread, a lot of M's. And unfortunately, the contract, he knew you was the one. He knew it. I'm telling you, he got the right stamps to say you was the one. He got everything. And look what happened. So nah, if you was another artist, if you was an artist that ain't bring in no income, no good income, you just bring in about a couple 100,000 and all that there, he would have been sold you. Or another label wants you, he'd have been sold it. But nah, it ain't your case. It is what it is. Especially when you're making timeless music. That's another thing you gotta watch out for. But it can help you and hurt you. So if you don't make it, you know, them timeless records can keep you paid, even though he get money, but it can keep you performing and stuff like that. If you don't never figure nothing else out, it can keep you performing, right? But if you don't make the timeless records, you won't make the bag that you think you'll make off of them records in the future. Maybe the ones in the beginning, but the other ones, they won't be needed. It was just for that moment. It was just for 2020, 21, 22, 19. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's my take on this conversation right here, man. Y'all hit the like button, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the comment section, man. Go.